What's up, everybody? It is officially the coldest day in like 23 years or something. I think it's 0 degrees and it's supposed to get down to like -20 or -30 with the wind chill. Today's my first 500 piece order. It's the biggest order I've ever done. I just finished a small order of 24 hoodies. I really love how they turned out. The artwork and everything was really well made by the customer's graphic designer. That's a super important step in getting your artwork and your print to look as high quality as possible. It starts with the art. I'm about to set up the screens for the 500 piece order and lay the shirts out. So I'm gonna take you inside and show you guys what that is going to look like. It's a mess right now, but I can't wait. Like one day it's gonna be so organized and it's gonna just be a well-oiled machine, and I really can't wait. Here's the hoodies I just finished. They turned out so good. I could see these being in like a store somewhere. The print quality is great. The design's really clean. The back print is incredibly detailed and also just really well made. The layers are really well made. Here's the 500 piece order. This is one order. This has been my goal for so long, to get to a point where like every order, maybe not every order, but I'm getting like a consistent amount of orders that are really big, like a whole pallet's worth of garments. This is 500 t-shirts. They're getting a double print front, which is this frame right here. So that's going underneath the collar, and then this is going on the chest. So I'm gonna bring that over here so I can get this ready. This is the back. You got the full back. There's the base. All the different colors. I have to tape those screens. I'm gonna do the fronts first. I gotta get these screens off the press and lay all these out. So I'm gonna get to it. It's laid out and ready to go. I'm about to get these frames taken down and then set up the fronts and just start cranking. I'm supposed to have someone come over shortly today to pick up this blue couch that I sold on Facebook Marketplace. I'm trying to sell this other stuff, get it out of here, get these moved around. I really just want to see this shop nice and clean and organized, because that is so important to me. It's kind of like your mind, like you don't want it to be cluttered and messy. You want it to be clean and organized because it helps streamline your production. Pain in the butt to get it taken care of, especially with a place this big for me, but it's one of those things that like once you get it out of the way, it's over with, and then you just have to maintain it. I also made a list of branding for here. This is my high-tech fancy list. We're gonna like coat the walls and put like our website up on the wall and the logo. We're gonna do like this cool color spectrum splash around the walls. I bought this limited edition color spectrum puzzle that's like 5,000 pieces that my girlfriend and I are probably gonna put together and hang up on the wall. I thought it was cool because it was like all the colors of the spectrum. And then we're probably gonna start branding our boxes that we're shipping, kind of like how this down here has like the company's name printed on it. Well, I'll probably start printing my company's name and maybe the website and some social media onto the boxes that we ship out, like these boxes over here. I just need to buy like an excess amount of boxes, maybe put some vinyl branding on the front door and do some stuff with the outside. I really just want this place to stand out. I want it to look great on camera. I want it to feel great in person. First impressions are important. Looks aren't everything, but you want your customers and potential customers to feel good about who they're working with, and they're not gonna feel good about it if they see, you know, like furniture scattered everywhere and your shop's a mess. Just from when I go to other businesses, that's how I feel. And also, as being an employee, I've worked in really messy places, especially like my old printing job. It was like this massive company, vastly successful, but they were very, very messy in the place, and it's just because of the production was just so much volume all the time. There's a lot of lint and adhesive and stuff floating around, and they just didn't really worry about it, which you don't have to, because their quality still turned out great. They did about $25 million a year in sales, and they worked with the biggest companies in the world. And so printing there was really eye-opening for me. But personally, like if you go back to my old videos in my garage or in my basement, my shop was really organized. It was really clean, and I want it to feel that way here for myself, for my potential and pre-existing customers, and then also for my part-time employees who will eventually hopefully become full-time employees, and just like the full-time employees of the future. So I'm gonna get back to it and start breaking down these frames. Unfortunately, I'm pretty busy. Normally I would take some time and I'd set up my tripod and put this camera on the tripod and kind of show the process of me doing all that stuff, which I will be getting back to very soon as my house gets finished and my life gets a little bit less messy. I feel like my life has been kind of a mess for the past 9 months, just trying to get this move handled, and I'm finally getting to this point in my life where I'm gonna just narrow in on what I really want to do, which is YouTube, my music, and this business. I used to go to these business meetings where I'd get mentored, and they would tell me not to spread myself too thin, but it was also a good thing, and I don't regret doing it, because I think it's important to try as many things as possible to figure out what works for you, and you learn from doing that. So I've learned a ton through that experience, but they did make very good points about why it's important to not spread yourself too thin, because if, for example, if I have 5 different things that I really want to do, which I kind of still am spreading myself thin, because I'm trying to do this business plus music plus YouTube, they all kind of go hand in hand. And the point is that like YouTube and this can definitely correlate, and then my music and YouTube correlate. I'm also trying to do the podcast, so there's 4 things. I guess I am still spread thin, but it's okay to try a lot of different things. I'm only 26, about to be 27 this month, or well, in February. It's just one of those things where it's like, I want to try to do all this stuff because it's something I'm interested in. I'd rather have tried to do it, see where it goes. Maybe I end up doing it forever or for many years, or maybe I give up on it. But I think it's important to try things and just give it a shot and not worry too much about, like, you know, finding huge success in it right away. And if you don't, then just giving up. Like, I have been trying to do music for a long time. I haven't found any success in it really as far as money goes, but I still love it and I still want to do it. Same with YouTube, actually. It's not all about the money. Sometimes it's about the experience and the process, and also just to be able to look back on in life and be glad that you tried to do different things. This house project has been way more time consuming and involved than I ever imagined it would be before we got started, and it's been an awesome experience. I've learned a ton, and I actually really love working on the house, and I love home renovating. So maybe one day I'll get into some more like real estate stuff. I have no clue, but I have enjoyed it, but it certainly has taken away from my ability to take the time and money and energy that I've invested into getting the house done that I could have been putting into this business. Like, had I not been spending all this money on the house, I could have put it into improving my equipment, getting things set up here, like 400 amp service for automatic equipment, maybe even affording an automatic press. But the way I see it, I want to have a really comfortable house, somewhere where I can relax when I'm not working and just feel good about that. So to me, I am investing in my business by doing that, because it's going to improve my quality of living, I guess you could say, and I'll just feel better about where I'm at. And I don't know if I'll ever get to a point where I'm only doing this business, or I'm only doing YouTube, or I'm only doing music, or anything like that, because I just love it so much doing all this stuff. I kind of almost need to have like a variety in my life to function or to be happy. But I really want to grow this business to be huge. I'm seeking to turn it into a multi-million-dollar business. I've already done $250,000 in sales, which to some would be phenomenal, to others not very good over the period of time that I've been working. But it doesn't matter. You don't always need to compare yourself to others. I tend to do that sometimes, and I always end up, sometimes it makes me feel good, I guess, but sometimes it makes me feel bad too. So I think it's important to just compete with yourself. Yeah, you should compete with others, I guess, in a healthy way, but don't get too caught up on that. Think about what is an improvement for you, not like, oh, if this person was me, what would they think? It's more about how are you doing for you compared to how you have been doing your whole life. I'm saying this in part to maybe help other people realize that, but also because it's something that I should remind myself of pretty often. Okay, I have the frame for the fronts of the shirts set up and ready to go. I sent my customer a picture for approval. First shirt is right here. So the Boston district, under the seam of the shirt collar, they wanted it a little bit closer to the seam in the mock-up. When I sent him the picture of that, he just texted me back and said, can we make it closer like the mock-up? And the way that screen printing works, you need to print on a flat surface. So if you are to scoot the shirt down farther to get the design closer to the collar, then the collar, because it curves like this and it's not a straight line, it's going to curve onto the pallet, and therefore when you're printing it, it's going to create an uneven surface for your screen to pass ink on. You need to print on flat surfaces for the most part, at least with this type of printing. Otherwise, if there's a variance in the surface, then you're gonna get sloppy passes of ink. So I tried 2 different test shirts to show him. The first one, I made it really close to the collar, and it looks good for the most part. But as you can see on the B right here, it's a little sloppy looking. So then I tried another one and I skewed it down like just a tad bit. I'd say maybe like a half an inch. Only about like this much of the collar was on the pallet, and this one turned out really clean and it's still really close. He hasn't messaged me back yet, but I'm assuming that that's gonna be the one that they want to go with. What's up? It's a late night update. As you can see, it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning right now. I just thought I'd do a little late night update. I'm exhausted. I tried to power through this 500 piece order. I got started around 3:30 today. So I've almost put in like a 12-hour shift going straight through, just working nonstop. I got started later in the day than I wanted to, but I was also working late last night doing the same thing, working on this order. So I woke up late because I was working late. I'm gonna try to have to get up as early as I can tomorrow just to finish this off. I got all the fronts done, almost 2/3 of the backs done. The order was split up into 3 different color shirts, so it's pretty easy to know how far along I am. We got the countertop cleaned off, and we gotta install the backsplash still. We still gotta paint the room and finish some of the water lines have to get connected still, but as you can see, like all the appliances are installed. Tomorrow morning I have carpet installation company coming in, so it is the last day of this awful wood flooring with the adhesive residue on it, but I'm gonna kind of miss it, to be completely honest. I really wanted to have hardwood floors in here, and I've been reading up on it, and apparently hardwood floors are good for recording studios, so maybe one day in the future we'll get rid of the carpet and do hardwood, but we have to have some handy guys come back and finish up the recording studio window, and then we have to frame around this chimney with like a wood frame that we then drywall so that we can put a stone accent on it, but drill through it to mount a TV and run the cord through. I really just wanted to do this update to talk to you guys about the nitty-gritty of having your own business and like what you have to go through sometimes. If you really want to grow, you really have to hustle. You have to do things that aren't really that enjoyable. This has been a grueling couple of days. My biggest order ever, 500 t-shirts. I had to remake a couple frames because the client changed their mind on the artwork like last second, literally yesterday. I've been printing for almost 12 hours straight, plus like just a ton of printing these past couple days. Literally my back hurts. I feel like I'm pinching a nerve. Like I'm super tired. Drank some pre-workout earlier. I didn't work out. It was literally just for work. I kind of drink it like coffee. Probably not the best idea, but had a big Red Bull too, just to keep me going. Definitely not the most healthy thing. I'm really looking forward to getting like this house done, getting the kitchen done so I can get back on like a healthy schedule, because I literally treat like my business as, oh God, my back. Oh my God. Oh my God. Stop messing with me, dude. High five. High five. High five. I'm just gonna go out to the garage and show you guys real quick what I've been working on, and then I'm gonna go to bed. But I also wanted to do this real quick since it's the last day of having hardwood floors. So I just wanted to come in here and just do a power slide across the floor. For the sake of the fact that this is like gonna be my last time that I can skateboard on this floor. I really don't want to get rid of the hardwood floors. I was like fighting to make my mind up. Alright, I'm gonna do a... Oh! Gnarly, bro! Gnarly, dude! Alright. Oh, I suck at power slides though. I used to skateboard like every day of my life in high school. Or at least I tried to, or I would like go to the skate park and hang out with my friends who were skating. I don't skate that much anymore, actually like not at all. But I did buy a brand new board, and I am planning on like setting that up. I've been putting it off because I wanted to do like a how to set up a skateboard video while I set it up. I really want to skate more. I have to be more careful though, because I did have some injuries that I don't want to make worse. I just miss skateboarding though. Like I don't have any intention of going too hard and getting too hurt. I do want to learn some stuff and do some cool stuff, but you know, one of the coolest things you can do is just cruise, bro, and just ride. For real though, like one of my favorite things ever to do on a skateboard is literally just push around. Doing power slides Embalming hills, that's like my favorite. And riding like a little mini ramp, half pipe type of thingamajigger. Doing just basic stuff, because I can't do complicated stuff, so maybe that's my excuse. But anywho, I'm gonna try to do a better power slide and then take you out in the shop real quick, lock it up, and go to freaking bed so I can get this order done in time tomorrow. By the way, I'm getting like so many better orders and like new orders and new customers, and it's just amazing. I'm super grateful. Thank you everybody for your help, your support. Please place orders. I could really use the work. I have big goals, big dreams, aspirations. And the more work I get, the faster I'll get there, and I'll actually be able to achieve what I'm trying to do. So help me make my dreams come true. I want to make my life better and the world a better place at the same time, or something like that. All right, I'm gonna do one more power slider. If it's not good, I'm gonna keep doing it until they're good. I really don't want to get rid of this hardwood floor. It sucks. I gotta do like a decent one. Better? Okay, I think I'm done. We've gotten so much progress done in the it's not even been a year since I bought this property, and we've got so much progress done on like getting everything where it needs to be. Soon enough, all this freaking furniture will finally be out of here. Here's the work I got done. These are 3XLs, 2XLs, 1XL, larges, mediums, and smalls. This is what I have left to do tomorrow. It looks like a lot. It's because it is. Got to spray out a couple imperfections on these with the spot gun remover. All these screens right here that we gotta reclaim. These need to be reclaimed as well. These are all coated screens just chilling, waiting to be used on upcoming orders. Hoping for 2020 to get an automatic press. And I also really want to upgrade my embroidery department. So anything would be better than one head. I have a single head embroidery machine. We're gonna insulate the water pipes, these on the wall here. You have to coat the shop floor because, as you can see, there's cracks everywhere. We want to get rid of those, make the shop look real nice. We got to paint all the walls, put some artwork up, and then do some cool accent stuff. Got to fix that door because it's kind of janky. Fix the light above it. Redo this bathroom because it's kind of gross. And I want my employees and myself to have a nice bathroom in here. I'm going to install a 400 amp service. I have to get the electric here upgraded first before I can even really get an auto. But anyway, that was the next thing on the list. I have to install a 400 amp service. I have to add a ledge by the shop door, washout booth. This big washout booth is gonna get framed in where the washer and dryer behind me are. We also have to move this little one and that exposure unit down to the basement. I wanna put like an eating and break area in here so when people are working, they can eat and just chill. Get a fire extinguisher, get a better sound system, install a conveyor dryer, and install the automatic. I have to ship this order out tomorrow, and I'm gonna also ship out this order in here. This turned out awesome. He was super hyped on that. Thank you guys for watching. My goal at some point in my life is to start getting up at like 6 in the morning so I can work from like get a workout in the morning at like 7, and then work from like 8 to 8 would be a 12-hour day. If I wanted to, I could like work till 10. You can get so much work done if you budget your time and your effort. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Please like, subscribe, and start your own business. And then once you're ready to order some uniforms or merch for your brand or whatever, you can hit me up. If you already got that going, let me know, because I'm looking for as much work as I can get, and I love printing for YouTube customers. That customer for the 500-piece order is actually a YouTube customer. He was my first YouTube customer. He's also my biggest customer. He's been already giving me more leads after this one, like really big leads. And so yeah, it's great. And I'm just really excited about growing this business and reaching these goals that I'm trying to reach. And just YouTube is dope, and I freaking love you guys, and I love all this stuff. So thank you guys for watching. See you next week. My name's Kevin Hackett. This is Startup Life. Please order and all that stuff. The Live Collection at gmail.com. Peace.